Greetings, I'm Dave Gilmore, and this is Design Intelligence. We're thinking about transition a lot these days. Senior leaders work hard, press forward, and build organizations over years. Somewhere in the second half of life, these hard chargers decide it's time to pass the leadership baton, and so they look around to determine who to, when is the best time, and how it will all work. This isn't an easy thing to do. An entire life has been put into a career over decades, and then signs start popping up that the off-ramp is approaching. Others are anxious to put their hands to the wheel, to take charge and move the next generation of the organization forward. Often referred to as succession planning, most design organizations never quite get to the rigor and discipline of other professional and corporate entities who do this very well. I suppose one reason is that, unlike other organizational types, designers and architects are wholly engaged in the work of design. That is to say, their leadership isn't something that's done, it's the way they live and breathe and define their work. To many of these, passing the leadership baton feels like passing a piece of themselves. And you know what? It is. Genuine succession planning is a programmatic approach to passing core values, cultural strengths, and clarifying vision to the next generation of leaders. And in so doing, some of the passer goes with the passing. It's not a matter of tossing the office keys across the desk on the way out the door. It's letting go to make room for new hearts and hands to lead the firm. I suppose the number one question about succession that we receive at Design Intelligence is, but who should take the lead once the present leaders are gone? Well, it's a short question, begging a longer response. The program to select, observe, test, develop, choose, and place leadership is not a sprint, but rather a long-distance run. Listening to, observing, interacting with possible next leadership candidates is where it all begins. Care should be given to not bring biases into this. Sometimes we hear what we project and taint the outcomes. Sometimes we bring false filters to observing and interacting, and it distorts reality. Other times we show up but don't lean in. When that happens, we might miss the make-or-break insights we need to advance our decisions. Selecting candidates for leadership candidacy is quite different from choosing them as the designated successor, and is tremendously different from placing them in the new role. Too much confusion swirls around all of this, and it diminishes the importance such dynamics carry. If you're considering a transition in the next 3 to 5 years, it behooves you to get the facts about succession planning. Start earlier than you think, because it takes time to select, observe, test, develop, choose, and place those who will come after you. You owe it to the organization and to those possible leadership candidates who will drive the future forward. What kind of leader are you? Until next time, I'm Dave Gilmore, and this is Design Intelligence.